Hi, I'm going to do one more chatbot. I'm kind of going to do the exact same chatbot I just did. Maybe I'll change it from a number guessing thing to a knock-knock joke thing just to change it. But instead of me typing, guess a number between 1 and 10. OK, let's try 7. Pick a higher number. Let's try 9. Pick a lower number. Let's try 8. I got it. Instead of typing, I want to interact with this chatbot through voice. So I just recorded 2 tutorials about the p5.Speech library. One tutorial looks at text-to-speech, so having the browser speak with a voice. And another tutorial looks at speech-to-text, listening to what I'm saying and turning that into text. So let me first, two things. Let me deal with this chatbot a little bit. Let me first say one thing that I got wrong in the previous coding challenge video that I should, as I created this like elaborate system, if you recall, to say to the chatbot, set a number and then set the variable to whatever. So I had to like secretly talk to the chatbot. There's actually a set var method that's part of the RiverScript JavaScript library. So I didn't have to use that convoluted methodology. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you didn't watch the previous coding challenge, you can go back and watch it and this will make sense. But this was an unnecessary step. Thank you for internet for correcting me and helping me with that. But I'm actually going to just kind of get rid of this brain, and I'm going to start over. I'm going to do sub. I want to make sure, because with a knock-knock joke, you might say, who is there or who's there? Knock, knock. No, but that's the bot saying that anyway. So I don't need this sub. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a catch-all, which is anything the user says, I'm going to say, try saying knock, knock. And then, optionally, if the user says anything with the phrase knock, knock in it, so this is like an optional wildcard. I wonder if I need that optional around there. Then the bot is going to say, who's there? OK, so let's just try this. And this is one of the examples from the RiverScript website. So I can say anything I want, and it's going to say try saying knock, knock. And then I could just add knock, knock. And it's going to say who's there, or I could say knock, knock. And it could say who's there. Now, here's the thing. Now what I want to do is say, well, whatever they say whatever I say in response to who's there, the bot should say *1 who. And then at the end, the bot should say ha 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 ha. So this is the sequence. Knock knock, who's there? Frank. Frank who? Frank Lance. Ha 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 ha. Frank Lance making a weird, nonsensical appearance in this video tutorial for a good reason, but that's besides the point. So here's the thing though, I can't have all these stars. What I need is something to help me sequence. And I'm kind of forgetting what the command is for sequencing. But I'm going to remember in a second, because there's going to be about to be an edit point. Because I'm going to look it up. No, I'll just look it up with you and watching me do this. So I have an example that already does this. I was trying to do it from scratch. And here it is. So the percent means if the last thing was who is there, then I say whatever who. If the previous thing was whatever who, then I can say, haha, that is so funny. So I need to add this in to here, right? Think about this. This is saying this is a catch-all, but only if the previous thing that the bot said was who is there. But the bot says who's there. This is why I want to have this substitution. I knew there was a reason. This substitution. Who's and who is are equivalent. So whatever kind of mechanics is working, have them be equivalent. And then I also want, and by the way, I don't usually do this in a coding challenge, just like go copy paste from an example, but that's what I'm doing. The point of this was to add the speech thing, so I guess I could cut me some slack here. So then at the end, if the last thing was *who, now let's see, the order might matter. Let's see if this works. I put these in a different order than in the example, but let's see if this works. So let's go back to the bot, and I'm going to just type in some nonsense. So say try saying knock knock. So I'm going to say knock knock. Say who's there? Coding who? Coding train. Yay! Okay, so we have a working knock knock joke chatbot thing. Because by the way, if I were to say now coding train, it's going to say try saying knock knock, right? Because it only laughed because it was part of the sequence. But the whole point of this video, however long I am in, is now to 10,000 steps. Because I walk back and forth a lot. It's really good to do a live YouTube channel with a Fitbit on. Okay, I wanted to speak. So how do we do that? So I need the p5.js speech library, the p5.Speech library. How do I get that? So I have it open here, this GitHub repository. If I just go into here, lib, and I see this particular file, p5.Speech.js, this is the file I need to download and include it as part of my project. So I'm not going to go through the steps to download it right now. It's already there. It's not already there, but I'm going to have an edit point. I'm back. And you can see that I've now added p5.Speech.js to my folder with libraries in it. And actually, the thing that I didn't do is I need to go into index.html and also add a reference to that p5.Speech.js library. Okay, now I have this p5.Speech library. Now what I want to do is I'm going to say let speech equals new p5.Speech. And do I need an argument there? I can't remember. But I think, no, if I wanted to set a voice, I'm just going to use the default voice. Speech.speak hello. So let's just see if this works.
Hello.
Okay. So unfortunately, my sound system isn't working so great, so you're hearing it out of the computer speakers and in through my mic. Hopefully you can hear it okay. But you can see this is as simple as just creating a speech object and saying it speak hello. My other video I go through how to pick a different voice, how to change the rate and pitch, but I just want to use the default voice. And now, instead of wherever it says sticks the output in an HTML thing, I'm going to say speech.speak reply. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to type in some nonsense.
Try saying knock knock.
All right, now I'm going to say knock knock.
Who's there?
Coding.
Coding who?
Coding rainbow. Oh, coding rainbow! I said coding rainbow.
Try saying knock knock.
Okay, so we get the idea. We get the idea. This works. Now, I kind of want to remove the text there. The point was this, but now what I need for, instead of me typing in the stuff, I want to now be able to say it. So, okay, so at the top, what I can do is add a speech recognition object, which is going to new p5.Speech recognition. This is going to listen to me. And I'm going to just give it a default language of US English. You can change that. And I'm going to give it a callback.speech. You could set it to a different language. There's other ways to set this stuff. You can see my full p5.Speech recognition tutorial for it. But I'm at got. What I need to add now is a callback. I'm going to add it down here near the chat callback because ultimately, got speech. Ultimately, what I want to do is instead of when I press the button to submit something, I want to submit something for when I've heard from the user, me. So the first thing that I need to do is here, I just want to check if speech recognition object result value, that's the thing where it'll give you true or false whether it worked. As long as it worked, then let the input equal speech recognition result string. This is the value of what it actually heard. So when it's got speech, I check to see if it got it, and then if it worked, I get the string, the actual text. Now here's the thing, this won't do anything. I could say console.log input right now, but this won't do anything because I forgot something really important, which is I need to say speech recognition start. Okay? Speech recognition start. Now here's the thing. If you watched my previous video about the speech recognition API, by default, it's only going to listen to you once. And in this case, I want to listen continuously because I want the knock knock joke to go all the way through. So I'm going to say speech recognition start true for continuous mode and false. And let me write this in a more clear way. I'm going to say let continuous, which is impossible to spell, equal to true. Let interim equal false. And that and interim is also apparently very hard for me to spell. So interim would be if I wanted to listen continuously, but I'm okay. Not continuously. I want it to start giving me results as I'm speaking. But here I'm okay with just getting the result after I've kind of paused. So now that it's going to start, I should start getting some stuff in this callback. Let's just see if that works. Hello. Are you listening to me? Great. So I'm getting that text here. So I'm basically done. All I need to do, this is very exciting, all I need to do, oh look, there's some extra stuff in here that I don't need. I don't need all this number stuff that I had from the previous number guessing chatbot. All I need to do is everything I did in this chat where I got the input from the text input box, now I have the input from the speech thing. So all I need to do is say, grab this stuff and put it right here. And I might do something a little bit silly, which is just so we can sort of debug and see what's going on, I'm going to add into the text box what I said. So it's as if I'm like automatically speaking to type into the text box. Okay, let's try this now. Oops, num is not defined. Sketch, I removed something which now apparently it needs somewhere else. I don't need this reply or anything either. So there was some extra code from when it was a number guessing chatbot. Hello.
Try saying knock knock. Who's there?
Oh, it just kept going. I actually realized, so I did write something wrong here, where this text input box, what's in the box is not its HTML, but actually its value. So let me change that. Hello, bot.
Try saying knock knock.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Dan.
Dad who?
Dad joke.
Ha 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 ha.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Where's my soundboard with the applause? I do have that. I don't have it running right now. Okay, so this works. I could come up with lots of goofy, really bad knock-knock jokes to try to tell it. I will spare you from that. I don't think you need to watch that. But I hope that you get the idea here.
Try saying knock knock.
Right? It was listening to everything I was saying. And think about how you might make your own conversational interface. Let's just demonstrate the fact that I don't actually, the point of this, one more thing. Let me come here, and I'm going to go to index.html. You're going to be stuck
Try saying knock knock.
listening to me tell another knock-knock joke. I'm going to comment out all the HTML. I'm going to go into the code. I don't need any of the interface. Get rid of all the interface. Get rid of the interface. I'm going to, this is interface. This is interface. And that's it. Oh, and this is no longer necessary. So now,
Try saying knock knock.
good morning.
Try saying knock knock.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting cow.
The interrupting cow who?
Moo. So unfortunately, I think it couldn't deal with the fact that I interrupted it. But I do have another one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
The interrupting coefficient of friction.
The interrupting coefficient of friction who?
Mew.
Ha 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 ha.
Without the interrupting part, which is what supposedly makes a joke funny. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. I'm excited to see what you might make with this. RiverScript, p5.JS, p5.Speech library, a bunch of different pieces together. Basically, how can you build your own voice interface without having to purchase a very expensive thing that lights up when you talk to it? Expo! This doesn't work, actually. It's just a marker, but you get the idea. So please share with me what you make. Make your own chatbot, your own conversational interface, and I look forward to seeing you in a future coding challenge video. Thanks again to the Ability Project and Luc Dubois at NYU for the p5.Speech library.